separate truth from fiction. We're passionate about the hard-hitting stories that matter. Get ready to challenge your perception and discover the real world. Let's dive deep into the issues that affect our communities, revealing the untold stories and giving you a voice. No sensationalism, no bias, just raw, unadulterated truth. I am committed to delivering news without compromise. Hard facts as we know them, when we know them, and how they affect you. Every Monday through to Friday, 3 to 6 p.m. This will be your most authentic news experience starting now on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. Are you tired of all the noise and speculation in the news? On Hard Fact, we cut through the clutter and get straight to the truth.
If only Fubra has been aware of the Google trap, he would have understood in democracy there are bases for everybody to do accordingly.
Join us as we bring you the stories that matter. We go beyond the headlines to uncover the real facts and the core of every story.
We are doing this, we are doing that. At the end of the day, nothing good will come out. What did they promise us? They will be in charge of security and life and whatever. But what are we getting in return?
With in-depth analysis and experts interviews, Hard Facts delivers the truth that others dare not to reveal. Tune into Hard Facts every weekday, 3 to 6 p.m. and arm yourself with the knowledge you need to navigate today's complex world. Hard Facts, where the truth always prevails.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Let's talk.
This is Hard Facts.
Well, thank God it's Friday. It's the 13th day in the month of February 2026. Tomorrow, a lot of people will call themselves lovers because it's Lovers' Day. February 14th, the day that pressurizes every single person, but a couple of us, like me and Sheriff, we don't care. Anyway, 6 minutes gone past the 3 o'clock hour, welcoming you to Hard Facts, an abridged version of the show where we spend 1 hour to look at the big three stories trending on the pages of our national dailies, the ones you're talking about on social media, causing it to trend, and the stories that we make here in-house. We're live on facebook.com/Nigeria Info FM. We're also live on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. You can join the conversation on our WhatsApp 08795975 You can also join the conversation on X. Use the hashtag HardFacts. We would like for you to join the conversation as soon as we let you know what the big stories are today. Most importantly, welcome to the show. If this is your first time of joining us, this is how we welcome you to the show.
Get ready for the most important news of the day. It's time for the Big Three Stories on Hard Facts. Tune in to our primetime show for the latest updates and in-depth analysis on the top stories making headlines. From breaking news to in-depth investigations, we bring you the facts you need to know. Join us as we delve into the biggest stories shaping our world today. Tune in to the Big Three every weekday, 3 to 4 p.m. and stay informed with the news that matters the most. Hard Facts, where the truth always comes first.
Because understanding Nigeria starts with asking better questions. Hard Facts on Nigeria Info, the nation's #1 talk, news and sports radio station. Let's talk.
And talk we shall. Let's look at the big stories for today, shall we? As the week is ending, what are we ending it with? Let's start with El-Rufai. The Daily Trust newspaper here says El-Rufai's airport drama rekindles crackdown claims. Remember, there have been claims by opposition, and I'm talking about PDP, APC, all the opposition party, Labour Party, saying that the APC, rather, have been cracking down on opposition using the EFCC. Well, a little bit of drama occurred yesterday at the Abuja airport, where there was an attempt to arrest a former Kaduna State Governor, Malam Nasir El-Rufai, at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, as he was arriving, of course. And this has instilled fear of a crackdown in the opposition. The airport drama, which allegedly involved security operatives seeking to take the former governor into custody while presenting a warrant came hours after El-Rufai publicly predicted he would soon be arrested. It also followed the arrest, detention and arraignment and continued detention of former Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami, SAN, and other prominent opposition figures. I don't know where the Alhaji came from. Now, the sequence of events had deepened security concerns within opposition circles that security agencies are increasingly being deployed in political battles ahead of 2027. I'd like to put a mic towards the mouth of the EFCC boss, the ICPC boss, and the police boss. However, the allegations against El-Rufai, including the 2024 indictment by Kaduna State House of Assembly over alleged financial impropriety, complicate the narrative and place the former governor at the intersection of politics and accountability. Is he totally free of... You know, that there's a statement I love so much. For those of you who are literally literature scholars, Caesar's wife is above suspicion. It is contextual. In other words, he who must come to equity must come with clean hands. So can we categorize El-Rufai as one who comes with clean hands? Or does he have skeletons in his cupboard? Meaning that if there be a crackdown per se, for whatever reasons, even political, can he survive it? Well, for those of you who haven't seen that video, here's a video we captured by Nigeria Info from our handle of El-Rufai having an exchange with EFCC officials at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport. So we're live on Facebook and on YouTube. You can watch and listen.
Listen, nobody, not even the president, will tell me I have to do anything. It's a free country. If you want a letter, if you want to invite me,
invite him and then he will.
Nobody will arrest him.
Well, that transpired in the Abuja International Airport yesterday when EFCC attempted to arrest Malam Nasir El-Rufai at the international airport. Interesting times there. More condemnations trail U.S. bill targeting Kwankwaso for visa ban. A proposed bill before the United States Congress is seeking a visa ban to an asset freeze for former governor of Kano State, Musa Kwankwaso, over severe religious freedom violations. And this has continued to generate all kinds of reactions. Yesterday, the APC joined other political parties to say remove his name from the list. 5 U.S. lawmakers introduced a bill at the country's House of Representatives to compel the Secretary of the State to submit a comprehensive report on U.S. efforts to address the ongoing religious persecution mass atrocities in Nigeria. End of quote. The legislation titled Nigeria Religious Freedom and Accountability Act of 2026. I didn't know that the U.S. could have an act about another country. I'm a novice. And if you can sense my sarcasm, yeah. But the U.S. is so interested in the fact that Christians are being persecuted in Nigeria. And they forget the fact that several other people are being killed in this country and our government is watching. No, it's Christians that they're interested in. Interesting. Well, the legislation, according to them, the U.S. would use or should use all available diplomatic, humanitarian, economic, and security tools to pressure the government of Nigeria to end impunity for perpetrators of mass atrocities and religious persecution. Mass atrocities. Can we categorize the fact that our governments are looting our treasury and flying private jets and enjoying themselves while every day 5, 6, 7, 8 hundreds of thousands of us are being killed? Could that be categorized under mass atrocities? And of course, they talk about religious persecution, not prosecution, religious persecution. And of course, they're also seeking to protect Christian communities, clergy, and other targeted religious minorities. Do the Babalawos fall in that category? Just curious. Buba Galadima, who is an ardent follower of Musa Kwankwaso, had a couple of things to say about this on Arise Television some days ago. I want to play you that clip. Take a quick listen, and then I'll open up the phone lines, okay? This video is courtesy of Arise Television.
The issue of Chris Smith, I learned of it through my son yesterday around 10 o'clock. He sent me a clip. And later on, a lot of people started bombarding me with the questions as to that Kwankwaso was a financier of terrorism because, according to him, he was the one that promulgated a Sharia law in Kano that have made blasphemy a capital offense. I think that is most unfair. Most unfair to Kwankwaso, most unfair to his person, and most unfair to his integrity as a peaceful Nigerian. What we see is intrigues of election 2027. And you, my friends in Arise TV, are complicit in this, because either in 29th of December, is it January or 30th, your sister organization, This Day newspaper, published a story about Kwankwaso and said that Kwankwaso was demanding an impossible, putting an impossible demand on the APC, that he wanted 25% of all federal appointments, that he wanted to be VP to APC, or else he would not join. And incidentally and surprisingly, Arise TV constituted a panel of 3 people, all anti-Kwankwaso, and found him guilty, disparaged his image, his integrity, and blackmailed him into saying that he's selfish, he's this, he's that. That was most unfortunate coming from friends. I would have wanted to ask, did Kwankwaso ever, apart from the Paris meeting of 2023 with President Bola Tinubu, ever met with anybody from the APC to discuss issues of either merger or defection? My answer is no. And if there is any evidence available to Arise TV or the This Day newspaper, who are my friends? Please, they should come up with that evidence and show the world. You are too a precious news platform that you should not be succumbing to blackmail by people who want to disparage the image of innocent Nigerians. Now,
it's a very interesting clip, and then of course he talks about the US putting Kwankwaso on that list. But I keep asking the question: who did Congressman Riley and his friends consult? Because the allegations on that list is that he actually introduced Sharia law in the country, but he didn't. He didn't. I think it's Yerima, the guy who was governor in Zamfara at the time, who also was married to a 13-year-old Egyptian, if I'm not mistaken, was the guy who started Sharia. And right after him, it died. It died, off, because I don't think that thing still works in Zamfara State, and I've been there recently. But let's talk. The phone lines are open. 0201-277-0993, 0201-465-7190. Send me a message on WhatsApp. It's 08095975-805. And finally, the National Assembly is to harmonize electoral bill on Monday. That is when we will finally decide what the outcome of our elections will be. What do you expect? Anything positive? Let's go. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Good afternoon, Maryann.
Yes.
My name is Ambrose. They say he who must go to equity must go with clean hands. These are the things that you see when you begin to double standard. And if you look at the 2 most notorious statements that has been made recently, they were APC members. Adams Oshomole, he said, join APC and your sins shall be forgiven. And Godswill Akpabio, he said, what money cannot do, more money we do. You see, you can see that people are beginning to resist arrest now. Because if the federal government has been doing the right thing, do you think El-Rufai will be making such statements? He won't. But unfortunately, these things that are happening is because so many of the corrupt people, they are in APC. And the Mr. President is only interested in his second term. He does not care. Once you join APC, all this Malami, Kwankwaso, all of them, when they join APC now, nobody will prosecute them.
Thank you very much for calling. 60 seconds is all you have, and we have very little time at our disposal today. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Yeah, actually, good afternoon. This is Chris calling from Ikoyi.
Go ahead, Chris.
Like you said, the man from Zamfara, Yerima, that is the first person I had this issue of what is that, the law. For Kwankwaso, you know, since this governor deferred to APC, the cabinet follow him. And Kwankwaso, now somebody will hold ground in that Kano. This one, they just find a dog to get a bad name. Look at APC now making excuses for Kwankwaso. Let him decamp to APC. You will see these American people. Like you said, who tell that American people say now him bring a Sharia into Kano instead of Zamfara man? Let them be selective. For El-Rufai, I know APC, they are selective right from day one. And thank God, El-Rufai na person will go sneeze. Nigerians go catch cold. Thank you.
Says who? Really? He sneezes, we catch cold. How? Please. Why are you arrogating so much power to one person? Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, Maryann.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. This is Tunde. I'm calling from Itiwe.
Go ahead, Tunde.
So, this our electoral is my concern. The major concern is the electoral they are harmonizing for on Monday. You know what? Simply because, are we going to wait till Monday because the electoral is going to be harmonized? So what are they debate on this? They should sign it now because we need it.
No, but that's the modus operandi. It has to be harmonized. They can't pass something that's not put together. So they have to be in agreement, both the lower house and the upper house. And then they'll send it to Mr. President for him to accent to it.
I read paper on maybe on Tuesday or Wednesday. They say Satana is the one that is blocking the electoral act. Simply because they will not come back, because they did not do very perfect when they were representing their constituency. What are they doing this? Even the Lord is not declined. Why the Satana is denying the fact that the electoral must be signed? Why are they blocking it? Where are we going? That is the reason why America have opportunity to come here, because they did not do this too.
Okay.
What are we like this?
All right, Tunde. Thank you very much for calling. I wish I could answer that question. Kuku don't know why we're like this. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Good afternoon, Mary.
Good afternoon, Uzoma. Go ahead. You have 60 seconds.
Thank you. In fact, Mary, I love as things are turning out now for all of them. It will take all of them hand one by one. That man is part of the thing that keep Nigeria in this ugly condition. That thing he saw that time, even the wife and the son, they will all repeat one by one. Even he never start to repeat, so he will repeat in a very tough way, because that time he was on the seat, he was doing as if he's a god. He was a team god. But now, let me just start come up with him. He will see it more. Thank you.
Thank you, Zoma, for calling. I'll take another call quickly before we go on a break. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Good afternoon, Princess Maryann.
Good afternoon. Welcome.
This is Pastor Ladipo calling from Orile.
Go ahead.
You see, when you pay lobbyists, they will go extra mile to make sure they are working for the money you've paid them. Vis-a-vis, that is why we are seeing Kwankwaso's name coming up, because they must do something to prove that money, to justify that money. Secondly, for El-Rufai, I am not even worried with what is happening to, because he himself did worse than that when he was in power. Check when he was FCT minister, check when he was a governor. Check when they were coming up for 2023 election. Is he not the one that talks about body bag? Have we forgotten all these things? You see, these guys, if they are in opposition, they think that they can do whatever. Then if they are on the other side, they want public sympathy. It's a pity that we find ourselves in this place. For the president, he's just interested in politics from day one. He started campaigning from the day he was ready.
Pastor Ladipo, I have to let you go.
Thank you, and God bless Nigeria.
Thank you very much for calling. We're going to have to go on a break. On the other side, we'll be talking more about politics, but this is obviously going to be a different kind of conversation. But this is where we wrap it up for the Big Three on Hard Facts. Stay with us. We'll be back after the break.
Hot Fact with Maryann Okon.
More news and information coming up. We'll be back in a moment.
With each day comes new stories,
new reports, new discovery.
Presidency spends 34 billion naira on travels in 2 years.
There is nothing you can do about it. This is our money, our president is spending.
The defection of members of the Labour Party in Alimosho to the ADC were violently disrupted.
Governors remain leaders of the APC in states. Credited to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
You go there and see arrogant in people they call nurses and doctors.
INEC says it has completed an internal timetable for the 2027 general election.
No way America can come and do this. Let them come and tell me again that Nigeria is a sovereign country.
Anyone that can put an end to this problem in this country, I beg, may they come help us.
It's all part of the conversation.
Right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Let's talk.
Let's be honest. This isn't the show for the faint-hearted. We don't do PR here. We do truth. We don't repeat headlines. We interrogate them.
If it's power, we question it. If it's policy, we break it down. And if it's propaganda, we cut right through it. Every story, every voice, every fact under the spotlight. Because Nigerians don't need noise, they need clarity. So if you're tired of spin and ready for sense, welcome.
I'm Maryann Okon, and this is Hard Facts.
Nigeria Info 99.3. Let's talk.
Bridging the gap between people and those in authority. With Hard Facts, you are sure to get only the facts.
Tune in to Hard Facts with Maryann Okon on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Ready to climb the corporate ladder of success? Let the stairs show you the way. In today's fast-changing world, success requires more than just hard work. It demands adaptability, emotional intelligence, and digital savvy. Every last Wednesday of the month from 4 to 5 p.m., we bring you the strategies and stories you need to thrive. Hear from industry trailblazers and visionaries sharing their secrets, how to network like a pro, harness the power of mentorship, and stay ahead in your career. Because climbing the ladder isn't about the corner office anymore. It's about thinking big, staying agile, and making meaningful connections. So, whether you're just starting out or chasing the next big leap, join us on the stairs. Let's elevate your career together on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
This is the Big Three.
The Big Three on Hard Facts
on 99.3.
Apologies, we're going to continue with the Big Three and take your thoughts and comments. Unfortunately, the guys that we're expecting are not here, so we'll continue with this bit of the show. It's still Hard Facts, 99.3 Nigeria Info. We're live from our audiovisual studios right here in Itamian Crescent, Victoria Island, Lagos. I'm Maryann Okon, and we are looking at the Big Three stories for today. What are these stories? El-Rufai's airport drama rekindles crackdown claims against the party at the centre, which is the APC. But there are those who also say that El-Rufai himself has not made things easy for him, being that, sees his wife is above suspicion. Is he? In this other story, more condemnations trail U.S.'s bill targeting Kwankwaso for visa ban, and many people are calling for in fact, I think an archbishop has also joined in the calls that look, these claims are false and they need to be quashed. Well, there's a bill that's already in front of the Congress, pushed by a couple of lawmakers there, and this bill, they say, is to protect Christians who are being persecuted in Nigeria. Interesting times. And last story here is that the National Assembly is to harmonize electoral bill on Monday. What should we expect? Are you looking forward to it? Do you think that there's going to be any miracle, or the deed's been done already and we all need to just keep it moving? I don't know. I'd like to hear your thoughts and your comments. 0201 277 0993 0201 465 7190. You could join the conversation on WhatsApp. If you're listening from outside of the country, you want to join the conversation, you can call 0809 5975 805, or better still, you could join us on X. Use the hashtag #HardFacts. I'll post your comments on our live stream. We would love to hear from you. Go ahead. 60 seconds is all you have. Go straight to the point, please. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Good afternoon, Maria. My name is Robert, and I am calling you from Apapa.
Go ahead.
All this old wine in new bottle, Miriam, we need to change. We need to change them. You understand? All this El-Rufai and Co. We know it's antecedent now. Though I'm not in support of APC, you must not force somebody to join you. And if that person do not join you, begin to with each other. It's wrong now. Everybody cannot become an APC member. You understand? Thank you, Gary. Good night. Bye-bye.
Thank you for calling. By the way, have you heard that INEC has fixed February 20, 2027 for presidential elections and March 6 for governorship elections? In case you do not know, well, now you have been updated. So here's Professor Amupitong speaking about it in this video. It's courtesy of Arise Television. Take a listen. I'm going to try to get the audio out of that clip. Sorry, guys. Apologies. Let me try to get the audio. Okay. I'm guessing the audio is out.
Arising from any delay that may result into some logistical failure. By virtue of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999 as amended, the tenure of the President, the Vice President, the governors, and deputy governors of states of the Federation, except Anambra State, Bayelsa State, Edo State, Ekiti State, Imo State, Kogi, Ondo, and Osun States, will expire on the 28th day of May, 2027, while membership of the National and State Assemblies will stand dissolved on the 8th day of June, 2027. Pursuant to Section 76, subsection 2, 116, subsection 2, 132, subsection 2, and 178, subsection 2 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999 as amended, elections to the said offices shall hold not earlier than 150 days and not later than 30 days before the expiration of the term of office of the holders. This action we're taking today is pursuant to the provisions of the Constitution of Nigeria, and in particular, Section 28, subsection 1 of the Electoral Act 2022, which mandates the Commission to publish the notice of election not later than 360 days before the date appointed for the election. Let me reiterate that the authority and power to publish the date of election is that of the Independent National Electoral Commission. The 2027 general election will hold nationwide for the following offices. Number 1, President and Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, governors and deputy governors of the states of the Federation, except those states I've earlier mentioned, members of Senate, members of House of Representatives, and members of the Houses of Assembly of States. Therefore, in exercise of the powers conferred on the Commission by the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999 as amended, and the Electoral Act of 2022, and all other powers enabling it in that behalf, the Commission hereby sets in motion the electoral process for the 2027 general election and fixes the date of the 2027 general election as follows. 1. Presidential and National Assembly election will come on the 20th February 2027. 2. Governorship and State Houses of Assembly will be 6 March 2027.
Professor Josh Mukbitan there speaking about the election dates. I'm guessing these dates are now sacrosanct. So that's what we look forward to. But the processes involved, who's to say that they will be on a straight and narrow? Let's talk 0201-277-0993, 0201-465-7190. Are you satisfied with what the Senate has done so far? And if not, they're going to harmonize it by Monday. Should we be looking forward to a U-turn, another U-turn, or is this the end of the road for us? And what is, of course, what does the future hold for us? And when I talk about the future, I'm talking about election day, because now INEC has fixed a date for both the presidential, National Assembly, States Assemblies, and State Governors election. Welcome to Hard Facts. 60 seconds is all you have. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Okay, yeah. Lady Maryann, how are you today? My name is Barrister Peter Oko, and I'm calling from Mende, Maryland.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Lady Maryann, you see, all these issues we are having now is all because the present APC-led government, they are trying to weaponize the powers of the state in order to put themselves at great advantage over everybody else. You can imagine a situation where out of 36 states, 30 states governors have defected to APC. What kind of democracy is that? What I want to warn is that if this APC government continues this way, harassing opposition, Nigerians will mobilize and take over Abuja. This is no more a question of how a National Assembly.
Okay.
Because National Assembly is just a stamp assembly.
Thank you very much for calling. 60 seconds is all you have. Please make up your mind. Go straight to the point so we can have others speak. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Yeah, Maryann, I agree to you. Rapuchku is my name.
Good afternoon. Go ahead, please.
All right. Well, for me, Kwankwaso, El-Rufai, Malami, Meiti, all of them, and many others, whoever I found guilty, let them face the law and the consequences. Nigerians are not holding brief for any of them, don't have any excuse for them. And these people, they perpetrate evil on innocent Nigerians. Yeah, but let it be verified.
Sorry, what evil? No. Sorry. What evil did Kwankwaso perpetrate on Nigerians? Do you have facts and proof that he perpetrated evil against Nigerians? That's what I'm saying.
Any of them that is guilty, is verified facts.
No. So in verifying the facts, the U.S. congressmen have said that. Hold on. Have said that he introduced his crime is that he introduced Sharia to Nigeria. And if we're going about facts and verification, that is untrue.
Allow me to make my point.
No, I'm not stopping you from making your point. I'm responding to. We're having a conversation. Please don't be. Okay, don't be apprehensive.
I said whoever is found guilty will verify facts. Let him face the law and the consequences. That's what I said. So, if they are found guilty, what they are proving there is true fact.
then face the consequence.
All right. Thank you very much for calling.
If it's not, maybe I don't want it to be political motivated.
Okay.
That's the area I got.
All right. Yeah. So because we're dealing with facts here, and that's fine, because like I said, in the case of El-Rufai, of course he's in the opposition today, and many people can say that, oh, he's being pursued because, you know what, he's now in the ADC and the president or the APC is trying to get him and he's not coming onto their side, so blah 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 blah, whatever. But I'm asking a simple question: Is he, like Caesar's wife, above suspicion? Is he coming to equity with clean hands? Because there's a lot. I mean, if we were to Google, he has a lot. But for what the EFCC is going after him, is there something that they can hold on to? I mean, there might be. But in the case of a person that they're saying, well, this guy, we're going on the facts that this guy was the one who introduced Sharia to Nigeria, and then everybody who knows history and has been following this whole Sharia thing knows that that's not necessarily the guy who did it. So in that instance, isn't that a flawed premise for these allegations and this so-called acts that the House of Representatives or the Congress in the US is, putting up? That's a good question. Yes. So I'm saying that in Kwankwaso's case, maybe he does have a case, and all the people that are saying his name should take off, maybe they do have a case. But in El-Rufai's case, there are people who are saying, no, this is political. But there are those who are also saying, maybe he has questions to answer. And that might be also ditto for Malami. In Malami's case also, is his cupboard empty, or are there some skeletons hidden in it? So yeah, there's a lot to it, sincerely. There's just a lot to it. But who's to say that there's not some undertone of politics in it? I don't know. Welcome to Hard Facts. Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Hello?
Yeah, hello, Maryann Okon. Good afternoon. Baby calling from Epe.
Go ahead.
Oh, America, Kwankwaso. Hey, America, don't fall my hand. The whole America, elected somebody like Donald Trump, and they want to start doing something in Nigeria. They did not do it well. They are now making blunders. See, let me tell you something. Sharia is in the Bible. We Christian is in our Bible. When you do something bad, they cut hands, they do all this in the Bible. So America, they should be careful. Kwankwaso of all persons cannot be that type of a person. They should not do, how do I call it? What I'm saying now is that they are doing something bad against the Muslim, and I don't like it. I'm a Christian. Prejudice, it's not good.
Thank you for calling.
We should not support it. Thank you. Hello, I want to say something. I'm not sure.
Your time is up. Your time is up. 60 seconds is all you have. So you must think about it and put all the things that you want to say together at once so that you can be on time. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Good afternoon, baby.
Turn off your radio. Turn off your radio. Turn off your radio.
Okay, thank you. I'm part of. Am I better?
I need you to turn off your radio because if I hear a call back, I will hang up.
I'm far from the radio.
Go ahead.
Good afternoon. Yeah. My question is this. Why is it that under APC government from Buhari today, Nigeria, everything concerning Nigeria and its policies has turned the other way around? Why is it that nothing good is coming from the government in any form for Nigeria by Nigeria and for the benefit of the progress of this country? Are we really practicing democracy, government of the people, by the people, for the people? Then why are we in this form, APC government? Anything about Nigeria, about APC, it is totally being brought under dust. under Potopoto, and is it how governance should
All
be?
right. Thank you very much for calling.
Ordinary Nigeria has nothing to benefit from this country.
Thank you very much for calling. 60 seconds is all you have. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling?
This is Ines from Bariga.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I have this to say that whoever is found to have link to Christian genocide in Nigeria should face, the sanction, whether it's the Nigerian government or whoever is involved. But I want to tell you something, that Americans can't just be making a blanket statement just like that. There must be something somewhere they must have found. So let them go ahead. If whoever is found guilty should be sanctioned, because how long are we going to wait?
So they must know something. So how is it that the guy that we know, we who live in Nigeria know that started Sharia law, his name is not on that list, but the name of a guy who didn't start Sharia law is on the list? What does America know that you don't know?
Yeah, they are still cooking. They are still cooking up.
Well, if they were still cooking, they should have shut up and then gotten their facts straight before putting it out there, right?
Well, it's still a claim. It still remains a claim. So if he's found guilty then he faces it. Because I can't understand why. For how long are we going to wait for they continue to kill our prophets, and then we continue to fold our hands as if nothing is going on, nothing is really happening?
Yeah,
so
but you see, if you know what I read in that report, if America wants to be thorough, then it means that half of the people in government, if not all of them, should also be put on that list.
Let's wait. Let's hang on. Perhaps they have much to profile. Yeah, they have much to give.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. I appreciate it. Let me read some of the messages that are coming in on Facebook Live, on YouTube. We are live. Post your comments. Peter Bonds here says, "Guilty or not guilty, you don't change anything for Nigeria. Nigeria remains the same." Really? Is that what you think? This one says, Maryann, please let the presidential and governorship elections avoid fight to finish and rigging. Is it me? Am I Mupito? Abi Ambo here says, the politics of northern Nigeria hardly considers the distant future when making decisions that pertain to religion, especially when they are making those decisions in a constitutionally secular nation. It makes no difference if Kwankwaso is being punished for the sins of Yerima. Every governor of the Muslim North, past or present, is a proponent of Sharia. To take it or leave it, Sharia is the driving force behind Islamist fundamentalism in Nigeria. The goal of every Islamist terrorist is to spread Sharia across Nigeria. It makes no difference whether APC is using it to intimidate the opposition in the north. That is what the U.S. government is using to fight, is working with. Okay, thank you very much. Steve Oferi says, things are taking their natural El-Rufai and Co should not think they can change the natural order of justice. Power mongering is a terrible thing. He here says El-Rufai should go back to the APC. He will be okay. Michael Drums here says, when a dishonorable man eulogizes his colleague in dishonesty, what do you expect? Interesting times. Joy Forever and X here says, Jama will be long go on El-Rufai. Hope he will be charged to court. Some callers will make you laugh and laugh. We are waiting for what will be harmonized. Only 60 million naira released by federal government. There may be what USA knows about Kwankwaso that we don't know. Anyone guilty should be sanctioned, he says. All right. Let's leave X. Let's go to WhatsApp. Some messages coming in on WhatsApp. I want to quickly read them before, if we have more time, we can go back to the phone lines. On X, this one says, Tari from Lekki, when Deborah was burned alive in Sokoto the last time, that was his comment. Then concerning the US, I'm sure you're asking what was his comment. I think the man who was in the crossfire was mostly Atiku Abubakar, but yes. Then concerning the US ban of Kwankwaso being in the list, let him defend himself. Then for El-Rufai saga at the airport, it is what it is. For the Senate and House of Reps harmonizing the electoral bills, the spirits of the air will compel them to do the needful. Which spirit be this one, I beg? This one says, Matawale was not mentioned, but Kwankwaso. Not be juju be that. John from Ijaniki. John, they say the US knows something that you don't know. Though I don't support the barbaric manner of security agencies carrying out their job, however, El-Rufai is only getting what he groomed and encouraged because they wanted power by all means. What goes around always comes around. Steve, thank you. This one says, I'm Olusegun from Ikotu. When a country has a weak leader, another country will dictate to her. I think money paid for lobbying is working, or US Parliament is working for money paid. So are you insinuating that they bought off certain congressmen in the United States Congress and they're doing the bidding of the Nigerian government? That's a hefty allegation. Congressman Riley, what would you like to say about this? Have your pockets been lined by Nigerian government money? Interesting times. This one says, good afternoon, Maryann. On the issue on U.S. sanction, there is a hand of Esau and the voice of Jacob in all of this saga. Kwankwaso refused to join the APC and all these spurious claims are coming his way. El-Rufai should talk to the Marines. If he's guilty, let him face the law. Was he not the man who spoke glowingly about Tinubu in Chatham House? Steve, how time flies, eh? And tables keep changing. Yeah. This one says, this is Master KPO. To correct you, the man who spoke about Kwankwaso didn't say he was accused of introducing Sharia to Nigeria. He said they accused him of introducing Sharia to his state, not to Nigeria, probably after Sharia was introduced by Yerima of Zamfara state to Nigeria. So let's be clear about this. No, I'm not talking about the video. Have you read the report? Anyway, this one here says, maybe I think I've read your message on social media, so I'm going to move from that. Ayo here says, good afternoon. Are these dates based on harmonized electoral law by National Assembly? Nothing much will come from APC controlled state. El-Rufai will not be harassed to join the ADC. Will not be harassed. He is already in the ADC. He's already in the ADC. Ayo. Which youth will take over? US doesn't get intel on Kwankwaso, right? Some people swear by the US's intel, just so you know. Ugo, you sent me a very long page, 10 paper. I'm going to jump over it because I don't have time. This one here says, Abi, I think I've already heard you from your call, so I'll move away from that. Ogbonna from Aja says, why are we wasting our time waiting for harmonized electoral acts? Nothing good will come out of it because they cannot do anything against themselves. Okay, Ogbonna. And finally, Jeremiah here says, in all that's happening in our dear country, I wish we have I wish we had a law and a constitution-minded leaders who allows the law to take its course. Majority of those people in power today wouldn't go near that position. Who has a local and international case to answer? Jeremiah from Ikeja. Did you remember what my guest said yesterday? That a lot of these people have criminal cases hanging over them. But yet these are the people who are running our states and are sitting at the National Assembly. It reminds me of the guy in what's his name? The Narcos guy. You know, at some point in his Narcos life, he sat in the House of Representatives in his country. What's his name? The drug kingpin. I can't remember his name. I can't remember his name. Someone here is El Chapo. Yes, thank you. El Chapo was once a member of Congress in his country. So, hey, what do you know? Someone says Donald Trump who has 2 cases on his head. Hush Money and Jeffrey Epstein is the one adjudicating on Nigeria. AB, for once, you and I are in agreement. And this one says, about El-Rufai, it's a matter of stewing, and those who stewed the stew are stewing in the stew that they stewed. Hey, way. I'll take one more call and then we'll wrap things up. We'll be having a conversation at the top of the hour, 4 o'clock, with Sisi Oge. She's going to be joining us on Borderlines. There's a lot to talk about on the international scene. If you've not joined us, Pablo Escobar, not El Chapo. Pablo Escobar, not El Chapo. El Chapo is the other guy. Pablo Escobar. Yes, not El Chapo. El Chapo is the other guy that was caught. Escobar is the guy that they're still finding his money buried in different places. 020127709930 0201-465-7190. I can take one more call before we go on a break. We have a quick break, and then when we come back, I'll take a few more of your thoughts and comments. We're live on Facebook and on YouTube. Let me take one very quick call, and then we'll go on a break. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Yeah, Maryann, this is Kenny from Shomolu.
Hello, Kenny.
Maryann, there's only one question I need to ask Nigerians now. Who is the market in Nigeria? That's a question. All right. God bless Nigeria.
Thank you for calling. Great question. Who's really demarketing this country? Is it us? Is it me, Jesus? Is it us? Is it our politicians? I mean, have you seen what the Namibians are saying about you on social media? Oh my God. And why are they able to say these things? And mostly it's about your leadership. What does that say about us? Because you see, yeah, it's also about us, but our leadership seems somewhat holds up a mirror to the whole world about who we are as a people. And if what the mirror shows the whole world is corruption, who's demarketing the country? That's a great question. We'll be right back after this break. Stay with us.
Hot Facts with Maryann Okon. We'll be right back.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.